Hello and welcome back to EPIC45 with Intel. I'm once again joined by EXO.
Yeah.
You just casted a ZVZ without me.
I did, yeah. It's good.
Thank God, I dodged that one.
We had a Zerg player guest who wanted to cast with me, and I was like, of course I'm going to cast. So, yeah.
What was the score? 3-3, no?
No, it was 2-0. It was
Oh, it was best of 3.
Yeah,
so
it was best of
2-0 to RiSky, puts Figaro out,
yes.
and Richie puts Nico out.
Yes.
So,
That is, we've got our top 4.
right. In no order yet.
Yeah, in no order yet.
Gerald, well, Gerald is guaranteed top 2.
Yep.
And then
Fian is guaranteed top 3.
Yeah, Fian's top 3, and then one of Richie and RiSky
We're top 4.
somewhere in
Yeah,
the
they'll
round up
fill the
top
gaps.
4.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and hop into the game pretty nice and fast. As you can see there, so Gerald, Fiant we just had on stream, and then after that we had RiSky Figaro. So now we're kind of doing the lower
We're following the lower
consolidation
bracket up
like
to the grand
brings
finals.
the two halves of the lower together.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the lower finals is what we call it, which is Fiant versus winner of this match. So we'll stick with this lower bracket into the grand finals. I guess we can put now at the top of the grand finals.
Oh, Gerald, yeah, he's
will be in the top
confirmed.
there.
Yeah.
We're going to decide rapidly in the next 2 series who is going to go up there to face him. It's going to be pretty exciting.
It is. I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to it. It's nice, perfectly balanced as all things should be, you know. 2 Zergs in top 4.
No comment.
But one of each other race. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I mean, that's not too bad. It's always,
Honestly, yeah,
top four
no,
always has to have two of one thing,
of
right?
course, yeah,
And-
it is actually good
You have
balance.
to consider as well that UK has a lot of Zergs and there's over-representation of really good Zergs.
Yes,
Like,
there were
they
10.
kind of came up together. So
I think there were 25 player signups, and I think 10 of them were Zerg.
Really? Okay.
I think so. When I was looking at it yesterday or the day before, I think that's what it was. And only 4 Protosses, and one of them made it to the final.
No comment.
All right, lovely. Well, we are jumping in to game number 1 of RiSky versus Richie, and spawning up in the top right, in the blue, representing the UK chat, it is Gamer Richie.
I'm a big fan of the UK Chad gamer tag.
Yeah.
It's fun bumping into UK Chad people on ladder. And you're
I think it's better
boys.
than the Ladder Legends one, which is the LDR.
yeah, it took me a minute
that
to
that's
get it.
that was the harder one to
I
read.
thought it was L Doctors.
Oh
and
yeah,
then,
yeah.
LGS. And I was like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, UK Chad.
UK Chad.
Fan of.
Nice.
And he's also kind of a honorary Red Dragons member.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
he's been
long term
he's
Red
been
Dragon.
about,
Sort of
yeah.
thing.
And in the bottom
Yeah,
left,
we can't get rid of him.
Still on Team Starcraft Improve. He doesn't have the tag though or anything.
Oh, he doesn't.
He's on there. It's RiSky.
I wonder. RiSky's had a lot of accounts, hasn't he?
Pull first.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Didn't
yeah.
spot the timing.
But there's still no natural hatch, so
The common
it's very early.
timings are against Terran are
Yep.
like 12 pull, 13 pull, if you can believe it,
I can't
and
believe it.
16 pull.
Yeah.
I think from eyeballing it,
This is 16, right?
I think so. But it could
Because
could
a,
be
a 12 pool finishes at 1 minute, like just after 1 minute.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure.
it's probably a 16 pull.
So yeah, this is like a solid 20 odd seconds after a 12 pool, I think.
Now, I don't think this is super aggro because it's not very good. Like it's pretty.
Yeah,
pointless. Terran's always scout, but I think it is going to shut down early aggro in the case of Richie proxy rexing.
Yeah.
I think that is a very real possibility.
Yeah, and
so I
Richie
think-
sees it now.
Yeah. So I think that was the idea of this one. It wasn't like, I'm going to get across the map and do loads of damage, because like realistically you're not gonna. Most Terrans do this. SCV
I think
Scout, and then they
yes.
go into Reaper and Reaper Scout.
And it's one
so
of those.
like this play works if your opponent like doesn't do both of those
Yes.
or one of those.
Or it's like if they don't SCV scout, you send your lings round an awkward way where the Reaper wouldn't bump into it, and then
Yep.
you snipe the SCV, building the
yeah,
CC.
yeah, like it happens, but it does. Its main goal is keeping people honest. And I started playing it a little bit. I tried
Oh,
it
yeah.
a tiny bit. After Arena made a video about him against Spirit. And
Oh, yeah,
Spirit,
yeah.
like famously, like no scouts, especially
Yeah.
when he's not favoured against. So Reina in this series was like, he never scouts, so I'm gonna 13 pull, and like you said, run around and like snipe the worker
Yes.
building the
And just mess up
CC.
the Terrans early game.
But it's like that's where you're like spotting your opponent and being like, I
Yeah.
know you do this, or I know
Yes,
you don't
yes.
do that, and then you can like really get in their head, really kind of like counterplay.
and I'm
preempt
willing to take advantage of it, you know?
Yeah. In this game, not so much. But this again is the same thing. We're saying, I know you can proxy racks,
Yes.
and I'm gonna like preempt it and prepare for it. And especially now, like going into game 1 of a series, is Richie really likely to proxy Rax in game 2 if he knows that Risky opened up this way in game 1?
I also believe these two have already faced each other. Was it yesterday? In the group stages?
Groups?
So there might be some. There might have been a proxy ratch or two in that game as well, and this kind of extends into it. But either way, it's a nice show of respect from Risky. You know.
Yep. Good link positioning to catch this Reaper, and then the Queen will show it away. So denying us, denying the rescout. Obviously, he scouted early. I think he probably left before he saw the gas come down. Okay, no.
He did just scout the gas. Yeah, that's good.
He knows that is a thing.
Yeah, it's
obviously
normal
it was
sort of
pool, hatch, gas.
Yes.
So that's like your speed is going to be relatively late, and it doesn't really signal aggression. Obviously, the quickest is gas, pool, hatch, where you're like going really for early speed, and you can be really aggro if you're going to stay in that gas, which Risky isn't really doing.
Oh, and now he's trying to get back in again, but he's shooed away, but does stay alive.
It's just amazing how good Risky is. It's like, I know you're going to go for this cliff. Like, I wouldn't have thought of that. I would have just, got my lings and right-click.
You right-click on the Reaper, yeah,
and then they'll do, this thing where they kind of miss it, and then the Reaper goes in the main, and I get it's fully scouted. Like, I haven't got anything to hide, but it's not about hiding something. It's about not letting you know one way or the other. It's like, it's like Schrodinger's cat thing, right? It's like,
both possibilities exist.
But right now, all of the possibilities are on the table, because it could be straight to muters, because he didn't really see a lot of drone count or anything like that. He hasn't really rescouted the natural, so Richie really doesn't know really have a good idea of what's going on. Risky's going to scout across with 2 links, and I think this is still a fairly normal CC timing, so I don't think this gives too much away, but he is going to go in with the Overlord at the same time, and it is going to be 2-1-1.
Yeah, 2-1-1 has been a popular build again recently. I feel like I've been seeing it a lot in TVZs this tournament.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? It's cyclical. Because it was basically considered solved, and everyone was like,
why would you ever do it?
And now we're back to people playing 2-1-1 again.
Alrighty, flying across the map. I don't think the Overlord saw it, but the Overlord now flying in and seeing it's a 1-1-1 and no units, so Risky will be able to put 2 and 2 together.
I think he knows what's going on. You can see there's no add-on on the on the stopper. Now he obviously sees the medevac, so he knows. He already actually preemptively made a bunch of roaches, and we kind of talked about it before that on a different game. Can't remember who it was. I don't really love the roaches in this spot.
Yeah, because it's hard to defend multiple locations.
Yeah, but Risky is going to engage this really nice and early, out on the map. Gets a decent trade, but now this is the problem, right? Is the medevac just runs around and goes straight into the main.
Yeah.
Risky needs to respond nice and early and get in there nice and quick.
And the queens are actually isolated, so if he comes back, he can actually fight the queens.
There's a lot of queens though, and they could just DPS down one of the medevac. So I think he is committed into the main.
Oh, the Spore getting some value here, helping push this way. Medevac didn't actually fully unload properly, so.
Yeah, and a lot of damage down on these 2 medevacs. So I really like his play from Risky so far. Just solid, just defensive, and it puts him in a really nice spot.
And he's got lings on the potential third and fourth on the north side.
Yeah,
I love
both. Nah, not quite.
Really doesn't want to commit.
So far for Risky. Just really good, just solid. It just feels so bad to play against people that play like this, because you're like, oh, you're everywhere. Whatever I do, you're there.
Yes,
Oh, try this thing. No, you're already there. You already preempted it. Oh, you've already got enough units to hold it. Oh,
and there's a ling denying the third base for Richie at the top there, but that got
just barely slowed it down. I mean, this is just a mistake. He just needs to right-click further north. So cleans that up.
Oh, nearly gets it, but not quite. Creep spread, not quite far enough to let those queens wander into the vicinity.
Yeah, it's good though, and Risky, macroing really nicely.
Yeah.
Does need to get this base down and drone nice and early, but already a really good working.
Yes, 74 at 7
This is looking like a big Roach Bane push. I would guess a lot of these would be Ravs. There we go.
So Roach Ravager Bane.
Yeah, and then you'll go for Bane and Roach speed and kind of go for a bit of a bust. I think when early game goes as well as it has now, I really like this kind of plan. And I think as well, the kind of natural follow-ups from this are likely to be tank pushes. And if we're kind of preempting the tank pushes, I really like that spot for Risky. Richie obviously accidentally sending these Marines out across the map.
Oh
they were meant to be in this medevac and then didn't quite hop in. So he's going to stim in, probably get a few creep trimmers here actually. Could just scan and go for that, or get a queen instead.
Goes for a queen.
Not bad.
Again, I always respect good Terrans who are able to do this. Get value out of it.
Yeah, it always looks so cool. And I was like, oh, I bet I could do that, and I can't.
It's really hard,
Or people when they A-click the Banelings.
Yeah, that's another great one.
Baneling hits, and I'm like, oh, I bet I could do that, and I can't. It's a skill to be.
It really is.
Risky's going towards his max out, and I think that'll be the plays. We max out, Hive behind. Adrenal on the way, probably Ultras if I had to guess.
Yeah.
behind this as well, but really he's going to start to like push through and go for a bit of a bust. And I guess it'll be up to RiSky to see if he can kind of hold it and weather it. And I don't know if he can. I really don't know. There's not a huge number of tanks out already. It has a second factory, but there's no tech lab on it.
Yeah, I really like the way RiSky is playing this, like very much versus the player kind of a thing, because RiSky is somebody who likes to be aggressive, likes to scout through action, and doesn't typically sit around and wait till the late game. So Josh has been just like, making sure that he has enough stuff at all points of the game, whilst also droning very hard behind it. And now he's in a comfortable position. He knows he doesn't need to attack, but he's also getting the Hive tech. The Hive's about to finish at 9 minutes.
Yeah, he's splitting up, so he's going to go for a big attack here onto the north, as he's also setting up on the south. And RiSky sees this, but like as Terran, there's not a huge amount you can do like urgently to deal with a big kind of Bane bust like this. So
yeah.
Josh.
Oh, there it comes in, coming in on the third base there.
Is that Bios on this tank? Just the one.
Yeah, just the one. Yeah, though. So reasonable defense there. I think he only lost us a few supply depots. Ultraless cabin coming down.
Yeah, I called it. Just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's kind of an older style. Where you go like roaches into ultras. It looks a bit weird, but you go roaches and then get melee upgrades. So you're only really using the roaches in the early game, and then you're basically going to turn them all into ravagers and like kind of move away.
It's funny because Roach Ravager Bane into Ultra was also a thing in PvZ years ago for a while. So it's funny how the thing. Oh my god!
I've never seen that thing before. Anyway, I was just seeing the RiSky's Overlord farm down here.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, RiSky's still on 3 bases. It's looking like that campaign mission we have to like hold out for the battle cruiser to arrive. So he does need to start thinking about getting towards another base, but in the meantime, he has to think about how am I going to survive this next big kind of push from RiSky. And there's a lot of units here.
There's a lot of creep spread as well. The creep spread is really deep into the map
so
now.
good at it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like this is his like natural 4th location. In this one. And there's already creep like.
RiSky is actually going to take a base on one of those 4th locations, which is going to be very problematic because again it puts the real pressure clock on. It's like I literally have more resources than you can possibly have.
Yeah. RiSky is in a funny spot. He's starting to trade, which is obviously really good. Just barely dodging those bios. But he's trading because he's starting to get ultras behind this. So there's actually 24 supply.
Oh, big Bane hits.
Yeah, I don't really know how RiSky, like what he was distracted by, what he was looking at.
Yeah.
Not a bad
There is
fight for RiSky at all.
Count backstab on the 3rd as well going in there, trying to mess things up a little bit more.
He's not going to get too much done, And a lot of RiSky supplies and ultras. These are unupgraded ultras at the moment. Yeah, so much of the army supply is like not on the map yet. It's quite a scary spot to be in, and like the roaches that we do have, which is quite a lot of them.
Yes.
Well, not anymore.
Oh,
they just died.
Yeah.
But they are really weak to the tanks, which I guess is why they all died.
Yeah, 23 Banelings on the way. Ultra's out now. Even without upgrades, they are still pretty good. 2-2 has just finished for us. They have some form of upgrades, but they are dying a bit quicker than you might expect. Only 3 of them here, another 3 in production. And there's the Baneling, but they are all...
With the Banelings through, the last of the tanks just went down to the bios as well. I mean, RiSky's splitting and now picking up, but yeah, there's just not enough here.
Oh, that
Bad
one
trades with these
Banes.
Banes.
That one tank did so much for him there.
Yeah, I think it just kind of doesn't matter. It's a little bit too
yeah.
So as soon as this is called anabolic synthesis. So
anabolic synthesis.
Yeah. As soon as that is done, the ultra speed off creep goes up. So that will make this push even harder, but it really looks like we might finish basically before this upgrade is done. There's not enough here for RiSky.
So many ultras
on through.
Very clean game number 1 from RiSky. From RiSky. RiSky.
Yeah, I mean, I think RiSky will be happy with that. Like nothing really bad happened. Nothing really went too wrong. Pretty happy with the game plan on that one.
And again, it's like you said, like even this the first drop, the 2-1-1 drop didn't get like significant damage done. RiSky very good. That medevac just surviving there was very nice for RiSky, but it doesn't matter too much because RiSky was just able to take over the whole map, put pressure on the 3rd, and then as soon as the big move out happened,
that's so rough.
That was a big bang.
I think he was struggling before because these ultras with no ghosts or libs to like contend with them is hard. And like there's not a huge number of tanks here in the first place, and like got thinned out a little bit by the bios as well. But there we see the last of the Banes come that we're building in the back come through, and there's basically 1 Baneling per marine at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
then this is the end of the game. It's like,
impossible.
when they're in your face like that, what can you really do?
Yeah, love to see it. And again, I'm really interested to see what RiSky's answer is to this play. Does he just try and do another solid, opening and play his game?
Yeah.
Is he going to try and get really aggressive with it?
This is the problem I think with the 2-1-1 is the 2-1-1 comes through like that, and you do need to get damage. It's a bit like making a lot of oracles and not getting any damage, or like forcing units or something, or like forcing spores. You do need some damage. So
you need to do something with it. Have it do something for you. And really, my understanding of the point of of Terrans doing that kind of opening is to force the Zerg to build not drones. They have to build units and they have to pay attention. And if they're not paying attention, or if they're only building drones, they get punished really hard.
Yeah. I mean, it's really common that the Zerg will like slightly overgreed, and then 2 medevacs full of Marines land in the main.
Yeah.
And like you just trade really badly, and it snowballs, and like you start losing drones and all that sort of thing. Obviously, then like the game looks a bit rough.
Yeah.
But in this one, RiSky got the scout in good time. Already had a lot of units made, done safely, in position. That's the main thing.
And yeah, that is exactly it. It's trying to make
okay.
TVZ, or trying to just be active and do things. But again, that's what separates RiSky from a lot of. That's that next level of Zerg that RiSky hits that some Zergs here don't have, is being able to be in all the right places. It's almost like he has like a foresight. Kind of like when you said about the Reaper jumping up the cliff, right? Mm-hmm. Like he knows where his opponent wants to be, and instead of chasing after that, he knows how to interrupt.
Yeah, he'll like preempt it. He's like, this is where you'll come, so the units will be here, and then that's where you're going. So I'll have units there. Spore was already in position. Queen was pulled into position. So it's just like another level. It's just so good. And we just saw. Sorry, let's see. Richie.
Yes, and that is exactly it. We love to see it. We love to see and point out these kind of high-level plays and the subtle differences between that, because it really is so easy. I've been playing a bit of Zerg, and it really is so easy to like just mess up and then suddenly you lose everything.
Yeah, but it just, you need it to like contextualize the rest of the game.
Yes.
Like you can't. Like it just looks like RiSky made loads of units and then like but like
there's
the
a
early
real
game like that and how it goes, you gotta.
Yeah, there's a real subtlety to it, and like squeezing the drones out of Zerg is like really is a skill in itself. Because something like I was playing a bit recently, and what I really did underappreciated was your like lava economy. Right, obviously, Queen
managing injects and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, managing injects, but also just like spending the lava when you've got it, because it's surprising how lava's sitting there. And then
but you have to think it's basically analogous to like leaving your barracks not producing.
Yes, exactly.
So it's like if you imagine like watching a replay and some guy is just like all of his barracks are just not making any units, and then he's like, oh, I did this build and I showed up and I had half as many Marines. It's like, that's why. But it's harder to understand for Zerg.
It definitely is. Yeah, it definitely was for me. Because I was like, I'm hitting my injects fine, but I'm not spending the lava or spending the money or like, things like that. And it gets really difficult.
Yeah, for sure. It's a big thing to think about. And it's when you're like RiSky's level that a lot of these things are just so tight. Like just good. Like they're not perfect until like higher 6K, 7K. That's when you're like, that's so clear.
You're world-class players.
It does just demonstrate like the slight difference in the levels. And like, RiSky, we're really good at it. Fiant, we're really good at it. Figure, we're good at it. And like, Rich is a really good player. That's what we need to emphasize, right? It's like,
yes, absolutely.
RiSky makes the games look easy.
Like,
Richie rolls most of the people, and that's why he's here. Like,
it's why he's top 4,
like, pushing the top 4. For sure. So like, what can you do? What can you do?
That is absolutely the case. And to introduce the man again, playing on the Shmeeg account, it is Gamer Richie.
Shmeeg.
Shmeeg. Oh yeah, not Shmeeg, it's Shmeeg.
Playing in the bottom left, in the red, for Team Starcraft Improve. It's RiSky.
Yeah.
So, good game 1. RiSky obviously going with that early pull, didn't get anything done with it.
Yeah.
Which kind of does set him back. Like, that's not optimal, it's not good.
Yeah.
Compared to like your baseline, it's not what you want to be. But at the same time, like, got to think about how it pans out in the tournament and what it says for like the series holding proxy racks that might be coming his way, all that sort of thing. So really nice to see.
Yeah, and the exact same SCV scout from Richie there, though this time there are no links. So.
Yeah, but it's quite common in like a player that you're not favoured against to like start to cut corners and like, skip things like this scout so that you can mine a little bit more. So in a big way, it's like Richie showing that he's not cutting corners. He's not.
He's not.
He wants to play like straight up and less like gambly, less less gives Risky less room to maneuver and less space.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And that is like it's a very like philosophical almost argument about whether you should try and do something tricky or try and do something different. Now we have the Reaper coming in. The you'll notice that Risky made the gas on the third. That was to protect it in case the Reaper dived straight in there.
Yeah, it looks a bit funny, doesn't it? To like
he gets it down.
Make a random gas at your third. Yeah, this is because the SUV is blocking, so he starts the gas. So what happened here is then he doesn't want the gas to finish. That's a waste of a drone. So Richie pulled the SUV to like try and re-block the gas so that the Reaper could come and kill the drone, and then Risky did like a little maneuver and got the hatch down anyway.
Yeah.
So cute little things going on in the early game.
And again, this is like another thing that I like to talk about with high-level players is like creating your own luck, or that they create their luck. And that's an exact sort of example of it, right? A lot of people there goes, well, the Terran should be blocking me right now, so I can't take the third until I walk a clean over there. But if you actually try and take the third and the Terran messes up, then you can take the third.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's a really smooth move. A bit of an interesting main art
Richie
there.
just actually pulled his workers up to the main because he knew some of the lings had like, snuck out across, and he's looking for them with the Reaper. So instead of like maybe losing something, he just pulled it up just till these Hellions and Reaper could get back here. It is 3cc this game, so 3cc 111.
3cc 111, very popular opening. This goes into kind of anything and everything. Though the 8 racks is really popular at the minute, is it not?
Yeah. That's very all-in build that you can do from this sort of spot, for sure.
Yeah, I need to learn that and play some Terran, you know.
Yeah, I always find it so tricky though. It's really good for like high levels where your control is good and your splits are good and your snipe, like baneling snipes are good. And then lower levels, I feel like you kind of just move command your Marines. And get them all, like, by baneling.
It's a little bit like that, but what I like about builds like that is that it's very clear what you can improve on. Where it's like if you want to go mass battle cruiser or something because you're like lower MMR, that's fine. If you have fun with it, go for it. But you know you're not going to get much better from practicing it.
Battlecruiser operating,
Battlecruiser operational.
So it's Banshee behind, and then
with cloak. Oh, this has also been really popular recently. Don't know if it's a UK meta thing, but I feel like everyone's going back into cloak Banshees in versus Protoss as well. It's been a surprising amount. I've seen it recently.
Interesting, yeah. Don't know about that one. I guess the alternative is like
a Liberator. Yeah. Like for a while, nobody was building Banshees. Everyone was like, no, a Liberator's better, or you don't do either.
Tricky one as the Hellions snake around.
This is a great start. Oh, only one drone go down, then he's able to...
Yeah, a lot of good trades on the Lings, though.
Yep. Oh, one hit point Hellion now. I thought it was going to go down.
He's literally on one. That's crazy. Yeah, unfortunate for Risky. Not a bad trade, though. But
yes, it could have been a lot worse.
He did lose quite a few links, so the trade definitely goes.
Yeah, wow, it does.
And this is, I guess, why you play like the Roach early games, like we saw Risky last game. Oh, even getting his creep cleaned up. This is why you really want to get rid of these when they dive like that.
Yeah, and I like players like Risky who are just like they just walk out and re-creep. You have to do it. Again, Risky's creep has shown to be very good. Oh, he gets an SCV or two there, yeah.
Still letting these live. That's crazy. How low are these?
How many Lings are there on the map right now?
Yeah, he made a big swell
there you go,
just to come and counter-attack. But I think the Banshees will just get pulled back here.
Yes. Yeah. Or we could run into the natural. Oh, no, you can't.
Nah, not really, but, you know, a few workers going down, pulls the Banshees home a little bit.
Again, just creates himself some space.
I feel like Risky's under-prepared for the Banshees. Like, we don't have a Overseer or anything.
No, there is a Spore at the third, but they're not running to the third, so...
Yeah, to the fourth.
Beautiful.
Have alert.
Oh, no, he ain't moved them. Oh, I think that was a mistake, yeah. They were aiming.
I don't think it'll go down. I think it's fine.
Yeah, but like I say, now the surprise is gone, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's never really about the surprise. Like,
knows
they're there. Yeah, it's just more about
being annoying with them.
About Risky being a little bit under, cutting a few corners, not making.
Yeah, fair.
It can work, like where they hit kind of late, because you do kind of assume that, like, oh, I guess he didn't make them. I guess it's not.
Yeah, and then they turn up anyway.
You're like cutting corners and not ready for them. Risky just maneuvering around with the Lings. Don't think that's too out of the ordinary at all. Keeping good eye on the units and the unit comp, that sort of thing. Yeah. So this was 5 racks, or like the 3 and then into 5. That's right.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not like super all in like an 8 racks. So he's macroing out behind it. These Banshees didn't get as much done as I think they should have.
No, like I said, they kind of did they get a queen? I think they may have got a queen. Harassed a
No,
hatch.
not even.
Oh wow, no, yeah, not even a queen.
So good from RiSky to keep these, shoot them away, keep the damage low.
Shoot.
It's nice. And then behind he's going, instead of Roach into Ultra, he's going, well, I guess he made a Roach run and then just skipped a lot of the Roaches and went straight for Ravagers. But is going to get a lot of Ravs and Lings out in time for this first push, and I think he'll feel really confident.
I was about to say, I think he needs something out here. And again, such a good read of the game, because even as an observer, I wasn't quite sure if RiSky would commit to, if Richie would commit to this push out. But he does, and RiSky has seen it and is prepared for it.
Meeting it in the middle of the map is so important like this. Like, we're on creep, but we're far enough away from our bases that he's not sieging up right in our face. This is not the fight, though.
I was about to say, he's really just standing here and fighting, isn't he?
Through the Ravs for sure. Like, Richie never sieged up. He just kept the tank in regular mode.
Another stim, though. That is really hurting the thing. Only 2 medevacs here to try and pump it out. 12 Roaches on the way, but they're not here yet. He's going to have to start fighting without them, but there's only such few actual
he's diving in to like clear the tanks up, and sieging this far on creep is a little bit rough. This will go down to the bios. But RiSky is scrambling here. I mean, on the other hand, Lings ran by through here and killed all the workers at the third. So Richie is quite Ulan and does need big damage, and at the moment hasn't got it. Like, he wiped out that army. That was a bit of miscontrol from RiSky.
Yeah,
but in general, not bad at all. This is a good cleanup. Actually, this on the catching the reinforcements.
Oh,
really
yeah,
well.
that's pretty bad.
Losing a tank like that and a few of these Marines is unfortunate. I think RiSky's in a really good spot, and at the moment he's just going to keep pumping Roaches and start to go across.
I was a little bit worried about him for a second there, but yeah, you're absolutely right. He is doing fine, and actually, it looks like he's just going to go full on with the the counter attack right now, as he runs towards the third, goes for the throat in the natural. He's going to pick up a tank.
Yeah.
Did that tank get picked up? Or no, there it is.
It's
underneath.
It's in the now it's dead. But they're not sieged, is what I mean. And the tank can't just. There's none. They're not sieged in good positions. Like, there should be one here and here probably. Okay. So this is going to snowball. Like, these Marines are just getting picked off. More and more Roaches are going to keep coming through. But behind this, like, RiSky isn't all in at all. Like, he's on a really healthy drone count.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's going up to Hive. So the quick evacuation.
Oh, smart. I like it.
But in the meantime, we're not mining a third.
It's cute, but it's not actually. It's still a bad situation for Darren.
So RiSky's going to start morphing some Banes. I think he's basically going to try and bust through here and go for the win. I think he can get it, honestly.
Yeah.
Behind as well, he's teching. So, like, there'll be Ultras. So anytime Richie actually wants to push out on the map, in time for the next push, there'll be, like, upgraded Ultras to meet him.
Yes. It would have been really nice if he could have put a bit more pressure on and got the upgrades that were sitting at the front, but that would have been quite greedy and quite committal to go for. So don't blame him. This is still a healthy amount of Marines that are sitting up here, so you have to still respect it, because again, Marines always have the ability to fight and trade reasonably well, even against like Roach armies, though it's generally not the thing they trade against the best. We do have a counterattack coming into the natural here.
Yeah, and the wall won't be up. I think it will raise it now, but this is still a good trade, picking up some of the reinforcing Marines like this.
Yes.
And mostly, it just dragged this whole army home.
Yeah, it buys RiSky so much time.
Like, it's just all in Banelings. Like, he's just buying time, making a load more Banelings. 32 so far, so nearly 1 per Marine.
32 Baneling. It doesn't sound like a crazy amount, but it does.
On both sides, he's just so fast, He's just, like, up on the top, pressuring over here on the left at the same time. You can see Richie, like, his army just ping-ponging back and forth without actually doing much. I think when it tries to do anything, he's going to step on creep, get a face full of 1 million Banelings. I think it's going to snowball into
and you can see how, like, how much he's respecting it by walking back, like showing himself on creep, walking back.
Yeah, it's to scan it, clear it out.
Yeah, and now walk back again. Like, he knows he cannot risk like a big surround on creep there. Another run by coming in here.
Really nice from RiSky. Like, it's just a good trade once again, picking up some more Marines. It distracts Richie. It's just another thing he didn't really want to be dealing with.
Yeah, and the mental sort of like game is a big one here. Again, another Ling run by running into the third. Going to be able to pick up there. This might be Richie's trigger to go. No, he's holding back. Doesn't get all the creep there either, which is unfortunate because he spent a scan and don't think he quite got all the creep he wanted there.
Yeah.
Has to lift the third. Now this is starting to get to a desperate thing where really he's got to push.
But now we're going to see the Zerg start to set up the fight. So more Banelings morphing in, a lot more Lings coming to flank. Actually, he's just going straight for the base trade with these ones because this wall isn't raised. So 2-2 done for RiSky, but similarly will be done for RiSky pretty soon. He actually gives up this base. That's interesting. There's so many banes here.
Decision. Look at the bane length and the big connections.
I mean, there's 2 tanks. He's going to run for
yeah.
G. That's it for game number 2. A rough fight. A rough fight to finish things off. But RiSky's just got him.
He really has, and it looks like RiSky is really constricted. He's like in a cave. He can't move. And yeah, no, it's a really difficult sort of situation. As we can see here on the instant replay, like I say, every attack, or every attack apart from this one coming in here, didn't get more than halfway across the map, basically, until RiSky let it come across so that he could crush it. And that's really what the power of the posturing does, and having the creep further forward. And again, like RiSky is a really good player, so you know you'd expect him to be able to pull out moves. But again, RiSky is really solid and it's just hard. And again, just keeping him pinned back. These run by.
When you look now, it's like RiSky maxed, big bank on him.
Yeah.
RiSky struggling to get maxed. Not even no bank, stretched for money.
Yeah.
What can you do? Like it looks like I mean, I was gonna say it looks like a kind of early GG, but I really feel like it isn't. I feel like 100 supply there when you know the opponent has so many bases. You've got no army and no tech toward getting towards any tech. They've got nothing to break through. And behind all of it, your F10 quit and rewind. You see. Yes. Ultra Cavern is done.
Exactly.
Coming, 3-3 coming, and he's like, yeah, okay, he probably got.
That's one of the most heart-sinking feelings in Starcraft is hitting that rewind key and realizing how much further behind you were than you even thought. But we are going to be going into game number 3, and this man in the top left needs to keep his attention high and keep his energy up. It is RiSky.
And RiSky playing in the red on match point to go into the lower bracket final to face another ZVZ.
Yeah.
Fiant. But
wait, no, yeah, he's going to face Fiant. He isn't
face
Fiant.
This is not Fiant.
Yeah, sorry.
This is RiSky.
This is RiSky. This is RiSky. God, I keep messing them up. It's the sleepless nights at LAN. Too much partying. Similar name. They need to call him Josh again. That makes it
They're
easier.
just so similar names, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Use the real name of Josh, which is really weird. That Josh chose his game tag to be Gamer RiSky. It's very confusing.
So true. So true. Once again, a normal opening. So
yeah,
it's interesting. This is the game. This is the last chance saloon. This is where you're like, okay, now I'll proxy Iraqs.
Yes,
but because of game 1, which we blind counted proxy racks in. I feel like RiSky just isn't going to go for it. Just feels like he really can't go for it. I'd still like to see something.
I would say I
2 racks Reaper or something just a little bit.
Yes.
A little bit different. But I think it's
or
his series.
Mech
he can play
or something,
it how he wants to play it. Yeah, Mech would be cool.
I think this is the sort of time where it's either you are he can mentally take this as now as best of one. It's I have a chance to take on a top player, and I'm going to try and do my proper build and see where I'm weak, and try and learn from it. Or you go, I need to win in any means necessary, and I'm going to do.
RiSky always backs himself.
He
he's
does.
Always no, I can do better. I can do better. So I think he's always going to play what he is comfortable playing, and then executing it as well as he can. And I think there's something to be said for that for sure. Because I think the alternative, which is trying something new for the sake of trying something new that you're not comfortable with. And then you lose with it, and you're like,
why did I even do that?
I did it because I wanted to do something different, just for the sake of doing something different, and I lost because of the build, not because of my execution. I think RiSky backs his execution a lot.
Yes, no, that's a very, very true, very fair point.
So in this game, he skipped the SCV scout, but realistically, RiSky doesn't really do much weird, and like we said, when you're not favored in the match, you really want to get all of the little edges that you can. So he's going to skip the SCV scout for the last game.
Small victory on getting the creep tumor as well. He killed that as the queen was putting it down.
Yeah, he didn't get any lings. Amazingly, didn't get any of these. It did delay the third slightly, which is good because he didn't pull an SCV to do it.
Oh, that could have been dangerous there. Yeah, no, he's fine. He did not. Yeah. So like I say, this game actually probably opening up the best so far for RiSky. Again, we see that third CC coming down very quickly. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see now whether he goes for, well, yeah, obviously it's going to be a starport, I suppose, 1-1-1, but whether he goes into a mech game or whether he tries something else.
Or back to the 2-1-1 and puts another Rax down next to it.
Yeah, like I say, that's very popular at the moment.
So the Reaper did jump into the main, but once again, RiSky all over it. Had a Queen in position, third on location, coming through. Going to be a Roach run once again from RiSky. He seemed quite comfortable playing that in game 1, so I quite like it.
Yeah, I think it's a reasonably stable way to play. Obviously, you just have to make sure your splits are ready, as in your army positioning is on point rather than splits. Splitting is generally what you do in the middle of a fight, but the army positioning is where your army is on the map.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, just to make sure.
Like splitting off a separate control group.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Again, I really like steel hotkeys for that. That's part of the reason why I went over to steel hotkeys over as my default.
So it's going to be a lib this game, and Stim coming through. This might be an 8 Rex? Question mark.
Oh, okay.
Not sure.
Lings do run up the main. They're not going to see a ton. Do they actually see the...
they see that.
Do they see the CC?
No.
No, they don't see the CC, but they definitely see the Stim.
Doesn't matter too much. More racks on the way. Take us up to 3. Then Lib will head out. It will probably head over here.
Yeah, there you go. There's the green line.
It looks weird. Like, the spore position is like, this is an anti-Lib spore. The one in the middle is the anti-Banshee spore.
Yeah.
Right? But you kind of know, like, if you haven't seen a Viking or like no tech lab on the starport, that you know it's got to be a liberator.
I'm saying those Lings saw there was no starport, no tech lab. Sorry.
Yep. RiSky pushing across with the first roaches. I like this. I like this because he only has the Hellions to defend. There were a couple workers going down. I didn't see. I think that was to the lib, and then I think the lib died.
The lib died.
Yeah. So traded the lib for workers. It's not really good enough. RiSky getting a cancel on the first NG Bay is quite good as well, and trading for some.
And yeah, this actually until this tank pops out, it's actually really hard to defend even the engineer.
Just very annoying, and he's going to morph a Ravager here just to buy all the bunker.
Yeah, force it to be repaired.
But he's really not being that aggressive. Like really, truly, this is not.
This is not committed.
Yeah, like it's annoying, and it's slightly committed in that like this could all have been drones theoretically.
Yes, yeah.
But
oh,
like,
he's going to get 3.
Yeah, good bio through. And if he kills this, and like cancels the +1, really delays the +1. And you have to think as well, there's so many workers pulled off the line to defend.
Yeah, and mining time lost as well. That tank in the back really does solidify things, so that's nice.
Yeah, but the kind of...
Is he going to dive on it, you think?
No, the Ravagers can siege the front,
so
he'll just keep filing this and right-click this with the Ravs. And it'll be really irritating for quite a long time, actually.
Yeah, there's the big supply depot lower, and now he's running out with everything, and suddenly it's like, oh, there's a big army. But again, the Ravagers get away, they do not.
Overstayed, definitely.
Yeah.
The Ravs is not what he wanted. I think the stim was quite early, like uncharacteristically early.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this doesn't feel like a mistake that RiSky makes.
Yeah, because otherwise the units could have left, like they could have ran away.
Look at that, like trading twice as well. Trading a lot of gas in these rounds is obviously not good.
Terran
like
as well, you know.
A lot of worker kills is obviously really important. A lot of Hellion kills, and like the Hellions are going to die eventually anyway. But I would always rather they die on your side of the map than my side of the map.
Yes,
if they're dying on my side of the map, they're probably in my mineral line.
They're doing something. Yeah,
they're dying on your side of the map. I'm killing them with my roaches. That's way better. I'm way happier. So Richie does get his third landed on location. How many racks is this? 5?
5, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
I had to rebuild the engineer
bay at the back here. And set up into a pretty normal game. RiSky is going quite heavy into the roaches, which we saw seemed quite comfortable with.
Yeah, like I say,
just keeps working, keep doing it.
I think RiSky is very comfortable knowing that Richie, given time and space, will try and attack him. So that obviously RiSky is going to keep scouting, but he knows that so long as he has some smattering of units and is ready for an attack, that he'll be okay.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And Richie isn't quite at that or he's not quite comfortable enough to play the style where it goes, well, actually, I'm going to be greedy and play it later.
I mean, like he could put another factory down, start pumping out tanks, get a planetary on this base over here, and really like let's play ghosts, let's play mass lib, let's play Thors. Like he's not.
But that
really
ain't
keen
his
on
style.
It.
Yeah.
But that does mean that, like you're saying, RiSky kind of makes a million workers,
Yes.
Makes a decent army that isn't really high tech. Tech's behind, waits for the big move out, and then kind of absorbs it.
Yeah.
Is that going to die? Yes. Over here.
Oh. Oh, you hate to see
It
it.
was quite a big distraction. This army gets right through to the middle of the map. I mean, it's still on creep because the creep is literally halfway through the map.
Oh,
right
and
now.
that
It's
scan
really good.
didn't see the back creep tumors either. So
Yeah. There's some behind as well.
Oh,
it's really nice.
so much creep. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think RiSky is really happy to take this fight. Like on creep, million banelings feels pretty good. I think he needs some Ravs with this, and currently doesn't have any. There's a lot of tanks to not have Ravagers for.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Yeah, they're going to start morphing in here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Again, very
behind this is a hive. Like hive's nearly
Yes.
down behind this. That's really nice.
Yeah, I mean, RiSky's hive timing has been really good, given like how aggressive like Richie generally seems to like posture and want to be. But like I say, it just hasn't been much.
But it's kind of paradoxical where like you're right in that like it's a big investment and you don't want to make it like
Too
while
early.
dying. But at the same time, it's like you do need those units because
exactly.
on this comp it does get outscaled. It isn't strong. Getting into Vipers, getting into Ultras, even like High-Tech Lurkers is good. Infestors is
definitely.
good. Adrenal Gland is really strong. It's the attack speed upgrade for the Lings. So like, I do think we need to.
Oh,
nice.
Biles catching medevacs there. Very unfortunate.
Look how good the creep is through the middle. He sees these medevacs from a mile away. Like Richie can't really drop now because it's going to get followed by all these Lings.
Oh, it's such a difficult position, and again, it's just like RiSky managed to really like grapple the sort of game and wrestle it into a position where Richie looks very uncomfortable when Richie is doing the thing that he would normally be doing.
Yeah, yeah. I think he likes these like parade pushes where he's just like keeping the Marines rallying across the map, like keeps the pressure on. And it seems like against RiSky, he just never gets there. It's just always like RiSky's in his face in this game.
Stuck in second gear, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And like RiSky's just like, just all over him. Really nice pick off on yet another tank. It's a really nice trade when you consider that like RiSky's maxed out, big bank behind it. He's going Spire in this game as well, which is interesting.
Ooh, yeah, Spire is interesting. I think why not going for the Ultra?
Yeah,
I mean he's going
well,
Ultra.
So he's
Okay,
getting the Ultra upgrades and a couple Ultras on the way. The Spire, you eventually need one anyway.
Yeah.
It's unavoidable because the Liberators are so good.
Yes.
It's not so much for Broodlords, I would think, but he could think that like I'm not breaking through here. Like if the tank line is too strong, and if that's the case, then you need Broods. I think Rich is going to move out on the map. As soon as he gets towards maxing out, there's no point like sitting on his hands anymore because like this army doesn't scale into the late game. So like maxed out means like I've got to go.
Exactly, it's a lot of Marines and one Baneling already making a decent connection.
Yeah, I mean, he said he was maxed out.
Oh,
and now he's already down to like 150. So a really good trade from RiSky to start things off. Behind it, like upgraded Ultras will be coming out.
Yeah.
He could start 3-3 if I was going to be really nitpicky. But like, I don't think he needs
and
it.
The Lings going in for a backstab as the Marines try and clear up this creep so they can push forward. Not able to push forward. All the Ultras are on the right side, so there's not too much to go there. Tanks being picked off at home.
Just such a good trade on those.
And here's the scary moment where the Ultras are revealed, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Kindness plating is only nearly finishing up, though.
You've got to think while this whole push is coming through and we're eating all these Banelings at the same time, there are still a bunch of Lings like in the natural of the Terran. So like, he's attacking at the front, eating a million Banelings, really struggling to kind of get value from the army that he made. At the same time as he's like losing his base back at home. So like, I don't know what you do in that spot. Really rough from Richie. RiSky makes it look easy.
He really does.
Yeah,
I mean,
Richie's really good.
We might see it in a moment, but the kindness plating it basically finished up in the last second. It basically was not a factor in that fight at all. Incredible stuff. And again, it all starts from this like early pressure. Again, he makes some roaches, and this might have been his plan in game one. It was like, okay, I make roaches, and if Richie doesn't do anything, then I'm going to go across and push and be a bit annoying. Because Richie also favors that kind of wall with the 2 engineering bays, and maybe RiSky knows that as well. Like I say, it really does feel like RiSky is good against playing against the player. And the player in this situation, like I say, he's played a lot against. Oh, catching that medevac is so big.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so, like, little moves like that are just so nice for the Zerg.
Yeah,
This spot is really hard. Like, the setup for the fight is so good.
Yeah,
Ling run by, killing off some tanks and then some workers. And now Richie's like, okay, I have to go. But look at this, already eating a million Banes. So all the Ravs are still alive. Ultras are out. That's it.
Yeah, I love to see it.
We are setting up for Fiant versus RiSky. We're going to throw to a quick break. But we promise this one's a quick break.
Yeah.
Then it's a best of 5 to decide who gets into the grand finals.
Grand finals, yes.
Gerald.
All right, lovely. Is this a best of 5? Yeah, yeah, best of 5.
Best of 5 to finish off, and then best of 7 with a map lead for.
Yes, yes, lovely, lovely.
So we're nearly done. That's
All
nearly
right,
the end
yeah.
of another
Wow,
land.
it flies
EPIC45
by. Yeah,
with
yeah.
Intel. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.